Number 3, Zaki Zeris says, if our bodies are glorified at the rapture, what happens to those people who are saved post-rapture? Is there a second resurrection? So there's going to be different views on this. It's been a little while since I've looked freshly into this, Jackie, so let me just think for a second. Just for you guys to know, like in my... maybe you'll realize that some of you go through the same thing as me. Is your mind can only carry so much data. And so the topic of the rapture is something I haven't looked into in a long time. And so it's just not fresh on my mind. Just started my prep for the study on women in ministry. It's going to be a long, long prep. Weeks, maybe even into months. We'll see. I'm just going to take as long as it takes to teach that thoroughly and thoughtfully. But yes, I'm trying to remember if I've heard someone who's a proponent of the rapture discuss this specifically. If our bodies are glorified at the rapture, what happens to those who are saved post-rapture? Is there a second resurrection? I guess that depends on whether they think those people get like a glorified body shortly after. That's a good question, Jackie. I'm not sure how they would answer that. Because what's going to happen is you guys are going to think I speak for the pro-rapture position here, when the truth is that I'm a little bit on the fence on some of this stuff, a lot of it on the fence. And so I don't want to be seen as like, oh, if Mike doesn't know that answer, then there is no answer there. I just don't remember off the top of my head how they would answer that. If they're saved post-rapture, it seems like you have two options, right? You either have the rapture, maybe three options. The rapture, you get your new body as you're taken up and you're transformed, right? So that would be a rapture with a resurrection, right? But then there's going to be those who die during the tribulation. They either individually get new bodies after their death, or there's a second resurrection experience, which would be a strange thing to be teaching, to be honest, when you look at the text